Part three. Part three. Tales of the Anointed, man. Stop it. Stop playing. But we used to meet up at this thing, and it was always me and her. But in March, it was actually in April 2018. This time she came with somebody, and I thought that was strange. And then there was another lady who I know was affiliated with the same people, affiliated with the pastor, this other lady from another church, but I knew her to be affiliated with them, and she popped up there. She had never been there. So then I knew like they spying on me with her, but she done got it in her mind that I'm trying to pimp her. And so then I knew something was strange. So I never called or texted nothing after that. And she sent me a text like a month later. It was kind of weird. It was on some weird stuff. But I think she thought that it was going to make me like try to get back sexual with her or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Saying something about I ain't finna get into that. I ain't finna get into that. But yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. But see, they say hindsight, 20/20 vision is hindsight. When you look back, it's like, wow. So I think she's the source besides Satan. I think she's the source. You know what I mean? But that was our situation, man. Like it was never anything forceful. Shout out T.I., man. Biblically, we don't agree with all that extra, you know what I'm saying? But they always gonna make it worse than what it really is. Yeah, I'm finna go on and speak on that, man. Shout out T.I. and Tiny. You know what I'm saying? If they want to have other people in their bedroom, it's not against the law. It is sin. Yeah, it is sin. But a lot of people sin. You know what I mean? So it is sin to have extra parties, not parties, but extra people, you know what I mean, involved with you and your spouse sexually. Of course, we know that's sinful. But they gonna always try to make it worse than what it is and try to say that they forced them to take drugs and they forced them in these sexual acts. And I don't believe that. Cause T.I. and his wife, they getting money. It's plenty women who wanna be in a situation like that and don't mind taking no X pills and smoking some weed and drinking and doing all that threesomes and menage a trois and all that there. It's a lot of willing participants. And I don't think they had to force nobody to participate or take no drugs, because there's a lot of people like to do that kind of stuff. They like that freaky stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe they force nobody to do nothing. I don't believe that. But hey, I wasn't there. I can't say 100% what did or didn't happen, but shout out T.I. and Tiny. I don't believe y'all force nobody to do nothing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna throw that in there. But yeah, our situation when what we actually had, and it lasted about 7 months. Like, we first started talking and getting to know each other, I say October 2017. We really linked up, started getting to know each other. It turned sexual in December. And then we had another sexual situation. We didn't have sex, but it was a sexual situation at the end of March 2018. And April was the last month, like we was on some friendly stuff or anything. You know what I'm saying? I left it alone totally after April 2018. Facts. And then that was it. I wasn't trying to be friends. I wasn't trying to be close friends. I mean, we still cool associates, but I wasn't trying to be close friends or work toward a relationship or nothing like that. Matter of fact, hey, I was a lame over her. I look back at myself like I was a lame over her. But the thing is, some females like that when you just be in love, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, and you just be on some lame stuff like just waiting on the female, you know what I mean? And but the thing about me is, once I felt like it wasn't gonna be nothing, I cut it off, and I think that's what threw her for a loop, cause she probably still wanted to try to be friends or something. Like, I never talked bad to her or nothing like that, but I wasn't on that. I wasn't trying to be friends. It ain't nothing with you, so let me see what else out here. First off, let me focus on God. And then while I'm focused on God, I'm going to see what else out here. Like, that's my mentality. So I kind of cut it off abruptly, and I think that's what messed her up. But the whole time since that happened, I've been, living life. Living life. And I think she's still been focused on me. That's why I said in my song, I seen some people get stuck on someone else. You know what I'm saying? Tales of the Anointed, man. And I feel like they be plugging into my jobs, try to see if I'm on some pimping or some player stuff, but it's a lot of people on some player stuff. What really catch people attention is the pimping. When they put that pimping in it, then that's what have people. And another thing, I heard a lady at my job right now, she got a high-pitched voice. I heard it in the spirit. She was like, I heard he used to be, she was like, I heard he used to be a really big pimp. On God, I heard it in the spirit. She got a real high-pitched voice. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, I heard he used to be a really big pimp. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I swear I heard it in the spirit. And then you be wondering how when you talking to a female, they always want to have another dude around when you trying to talk to a female. Like, yeah, like that stuff crazy, man. That pimp stuff, like it put people on alert. It put people on alert for real. But I mean, I ain't trying to act like I didn't represent it. Shoot, I did. I ain't deleting none of them songs. You know what I'm saying? All them songs about pimping and all that, that's where I was at the time. So I'm not finna delete it. I'm not finna, I ain't finna tuck my tail on none of that. That's what I was on. And I might not have really been pimping, but if I would have found a female that was down with the game, then I would have been. That's the only thing I needed. I had the knowledge. Shoot, I just didn't have the right chick for that. Because I ain't on no force, none of that, but because if you study the big pimps, didn't none of them force their way into the game. They got chose by that type of woman. You know what I mean? That's what I wanted, but it didn't happen. It wasn't the plan of God for me. And a lot of things we get involved in is not the plan of God, but some things he allow, some things he don't allow. So he didn't allow it because I sure wanted to, but it just didn't happen like that. You know what I mean? So but yeah, man, I think it left a stain in her brain, and like just the way I moved on. And now it cost me something to move on, because I told her I was getting beat up mentally by a demon. That's the only way to put it. Paul said that thorn in the flesh. He said that thing buffeted me. And to give my opinion on the thorn in the flesh, I believe the thorn in the flesh was the devil messing with his head about the people that he killed. Because he was there when Stephen died, and then he persecuted other Christians, took them to prison. I think it was the devil messing with his mind. And if you look at the Bible close, Paul, he took Stephen's mantle. And what I say is, Stephen was a man of God. He was busy for the kingdom, and he got cut because he died due to martyrdom. But his assignment, I believe his assignment went to Paul, because it said that Stephen was full of faith and the Holy Ghost, and he did miracles. And when he died, I feel like his calling went to Paul. And Paul finished out his assignment. Now, that's just me. That's not Bible. That's just me. But when God put an assignment on a person, the assignment still got to be fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? But I believe Paul caught his mantle and finished his work. Because Paul did the same stuff that Stephen did, but Paul lived out his life. Stephen got cut short. And another thing about the thorn in the flesh, he said a messenger from Satan. That means a demon. Some people say the eye, but they talk about it in Galatians. But remember, Paul done got stoned multiple times. Paul been in the sea. Paul been in peril of his own countrymen, perils of robbers. 2 Corinthians 12. He tell you everything he been through. He got beat like 5 times, 39 stripes, something like that. You know what I'm saying? He got beat multiple times. He been through it all. He been stoned. So when he went to Galatia, I think that he was talking about his eye being messed up. I think he probably had got stoned or probably got beat and his eye hadn't healed yet. Like, that's what I think. But the messenger from Satan is demonic. It's something beating at his mind. Like, if you done kill somebody, it might come back to your mind. If it wasn't just a righteous killing, then it might mess with your mind. People who've been in war, a lot of time they have trouble with their mind because of what they done and what they seen. So I think the enemy was try to torment them, try to condemn them. I heard Paul say more than once, I'm the least of all the apostles because I persecuted the church. So he got that in his mind. He got it in his mind what he's done. The enemy ain't gonna let him forget it. But at the same time, he got the kind of relationship with God where he know it's the enemy. He not gonna feed into it. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna buy into it. He not gonna feel condemned about himself, but the enemy still gonna remind him. That's the thorn in the... That's my opinion. Because at the end of the day, the Bible don't tell you what it is so people can relate. Because everybody got their own thorns in the flesh. Some of it might be a lifetime. Some things can be a thorn for a season. I told you we gonna get into some word, man. But yeah, man, I feel like her and the pastor be persecuting me, not just in my relationships, but on my jobs. But it ain't nothing. It's a thorn in the flesh. It ain't nothing and that's why God didn't remove the thorn, because the thorn ain't gonna stop nothing that got nothing to do with purpose. If the thorn in the flesh would hinder God's purpose for Paul, God would have removed it. But at the end of the day, the thorn in the flesh is going to cause you to be that much more dependent on God for his help. That's why he said, when I'm weak, I'm really strong. My situation, what I'm up against, is stronger than me. So I'm weak. But I trust that battle to the Lord. Therefore, I'm strong. Oh, okay. Y'all don't want Bible. Y'all don't want Bible, man. Stop playing, man. Okay. But yeah, man, that's my opinion. And I don't know if she told whoever she talked to or whoever the pastor talked to. I don't know if they telling the true story, the whole story. But that's the whole story. And I got a feeling that pastor didn't know everything. You know what I'm saying? And I got a feeling that when they tell these other people and they get them to join in the persecution, I got a feeling they not telling them everything. So I just want to speak on my own behalf. And I ain't telling them the truth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hurt nobody, expose nobody. I'm not on nothing malicious. But if you going to tell somebody, tell the truth. Tell the whole story. Don't just tell half of it to make me look like the bad guy. Because I'm not trying to make her look like the bad guy. But I ain't the bad guy either. She got her mentality. She feel like she might need to be friends with somebody for a year before they go into a relationship. Okay. But I'm not on that. So it's a disagreement, but I ain't a bad guy. Or I'm not the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? And I did rep pimping. Yeah, I can't go back on that. What you expect? Oh, let me delete all these. Nah, I was on that. Yeah, I was on that. Yeah, I was on that. But in real life, I was just a player. I wasn't really a pimp in real life, but I sure did rep it, and I still know a whole lot about it. Yeah, for real. And to this day, I ain't on no pimping, but I don't believe in chasing women. I don't believe in chasing women. If you got a connection, then you just build on that. But I don't believe in chasing no woman. And let me throw this in. I don't be fighting over no women. Now check this out. I will fight over a woman. Oh, I'm gonna give you my rules about violence too. But check this out. Now, when it comes to fighting over women, I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on no competition. You know, if a female don't know who she want to choose, like she can't decide between me and this other dude, then sure, I'm just gonna back out the situation. I'm gonna let them two have each other. I'm not finna try to get at the dude. I'm not finna try to show off in no kind of way to make her choose me over him. You just gonna have to get to know me. You know what I'm saying? All that there. I'm not finna use money to try to get the advantage over dude. I ain't finna do nothing. I ain't finna try to beat up dude or do nothing to dude. I ain't finna try to show you I got this and that so you choose me over him. Nah, I ain't with none of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to make a adult decision. You know what I'm saying? Who you choosing? You know what I'm saying? If you choosing me, then it's me. If you don't know, then it's him. Cause I'm gonna get out of that. I'm gonna get out that situation. For real. And I don't be fighting over no woman, man. The only way I fight over a woman is if she being harassed by a dude. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta give dude a warning before it's harassment. Cause dude, you know, sometimes silence can be taken as consent. Sometimes silence can be taken as you like it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes silence can be taken as agreement. You know what I mean? So if it's my woman and a dude is you know what I'm saying, being obnoxious or something like that, she gotta give him a warning first. You know what I'm saying? And then if dude don't want to take the warning, then that's when you get me or however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's when you go to somebody else. Or I'll fight over my woman if she being harassed or something, and you know, dude might not know she got a man. So, you know, she gotta let dude know I'm not interested. She ain't even gotta let dude know she got a man, but she just gotta let dude know I ain't interested. And then if dude keep messing with her, then that's when I, you know what I'm saying, have my woman's back and be ready to, you know what I'm saying, check dude and however it's gonna go wherever he wanted to go after that. You know what I'm saying? But if it's my woman and dude getting out of line with her and she done checked dude and gave dude a warning, chill out dude, whatever, and dude still messing with her, then that's disrespectful. That's when I come in, you know what I'm saying, to see if we can work the situation out. And it can go either way depending on how respectful dude want to be. And I've been checked by dudes. You know what I'm saying? I used to be on the street trying to mess with whatever come through. And I've been checked before. Okay, that's my bad. I won't do it again. You know what I'm saying? I always show respect though. But you can't get mad, you know, especially if a dude ain't called you out your name, but dude just trying to check you like, hey, you know, that's my woman. You don't need to be doing that to her. Okay, bet. I got you. My bad. You know, don't come at me on no super gangster stuff, cause then, you know, we can't even work it out then. Say, girl, you do this. Hey, don't do all that. You know what I mean? But nah, I've been checked before. I used to be at MacArthur Park in LA trying to holler at, you know what I'm saying, just see what it do. Now, to be honest, I used to put my hand out. And some women will shake my hand. If a woman try to shake my hand, then I'm gonna try to pull her in and start kicking conversation. Not pimping, but just on some player stuff. Real talk, on some player stuff. But I reached my hand out at one girl, and she went and got her dude. And dude was hot too. And I was sitting down on a bench. So dude really could have took off on me, but I think dude thought I was a gangbanger though. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, where cuz at? Cause he had on maroon. He had on burgundy, like he was Pyru or something. You know, so and I used to see him. I don't know what he was, but they used to be selling crack down there. And dude was like, hey, my lady say you tried to grab her. I was like, nah. I put my hand out, and he was like, so she lying? I was like, yeah. I said, yeah. And he was mad though. Like, he looked like he was thinking about firing off on me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like, I wasn't scared or nothing, but I knew what he was thinking. I was like, dang, dude could get me. But I ain't try to stand up or nothing. I would just, we just kicked the conversation. But he was like, so she lying? I was like, yeah. And he was like, you can't be doing that. I said, it won't happen again. I said, I ain't know she had a man. You know what I'm saying? It won't happen again. And dude and this girl, that they went over and started watching me. So I put my hand out like I had been doing, so he could see what I was doing. But I wasn't finna stop. You know what I mean? That's what I used to do. So a dude ain't finna check me, and then I just stopped doing what I'm doing like I'm shook. Like, nah, I kept doing what I was doing. So they seen what I was doing, and then they left. And then I seen dude on another day, and he was trying to buy some dope from me. Now he was like, you know where to get, or cause everybody used to be out there selling dope. And he was like, you know where to get it done? Like, nah, I don't know nothing. Or he might have asked me if I had it. Like, you got it? Like, nah, and later on, the police ended up picking all them folks up, cause they used to just sell dope in the open. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I had a homie. He was with the Hope for Homeless, and he ended up down there, smoking crack. And yeah, shout out Freddie, man. Shout out Freddie. Yeah, man. But yeah, I've been checked before. So what I'm saying, yeah, I check a dude if that's my woman, and he just doing too much, and my woman done already tried to check him, and he not listening to her. Then I check him, and I'ma always be respectful, but at the same time, it can go left. If a dude want to get on that. But I'm talking about my woman though. I ain't talking about just no super gangster. I'm talking about my woman. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the only way I fight over a woman. I ain't finna never fight over no woman cause me and another dude interested in the same chick, or none of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on none of that. It had to just be super disrespectful. And here go my rules about violence. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Shout out Fredo Bang, man. I was listening to one of his interviews, and he was like, I always be myself. He was like, I ain't trying to be super gangster, cause he's a gangster rapper. So, they always talk the beef with NBA YoungBoy, and he was on the Breakfast Club. Fredo Bang, he was talking about how he used to play band in high school and stuff like that. And somebody tried to ask him like, well, how I thought you was a gangster, like. Like, how does that mix with being a gangster, being a thug? And that ain't the exact question the person said, but that's basically what they were saying. And he was like, man, I just be myself, man. He was like, I ain't super gangster, but if a dude want to do something, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Like, he basically said something like that. Like, I'm going to do what I need to do in that situation, but I'm just not out here on no super gangster stuff. So shout out Fredo Bang, man. But yeah, my rules about violence as a Christian. Also, I'm repping God. I'm repping Christ. You know what I'm saying? My rules on violence is this right here. Extreme disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, somebody come up to you and push you down or slap you or something like that, even though the Bible say turn the other cheek. I really think that's more metaphorically, spiritually. Somebody say something about you, hey, let it ride. You know what I mean? Somebody do something, hey, let it ride if you can, but you got to know where to draw the line. But my rules on violence is extreme disrespect. Extreme, not just somebody called you out your name, not just somebody was talking about you behind your back, not all that goofy stuff, but extreme disrespect. Somebody get in your face talking crazy, or somebody put their hand on you or on your property or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's extreme disrespect. To me, that's a reason for violence. Or continual disrespect. That's just like somebody call you out your name, but they do it every day. They call you out your name every day. After a while, it's like, dude, I'm trying to let dude make it, but dude really want to take it there. So, after a while, you're going to take it there. You know what I mean? So, extreme disrespect, continual disrespect, and then self-protection or protecting somebody who you feel like you need to protect. You got to defend yourself. You don't just let nobody, you know what I mean? So you could call it self-defense or self-protection or protecting somebody else who you feel like you need to stand up for them. So them my rules on violence right there. Extreme disrespect, not just somebody calling you out your name or lying on you. Extreme disrespect or continual disrespect. And they doing it in a way like they really want, like they really, want that issue with you. You know what I mean? So just continual. You trying to let it go, but they steady going like they really want that. You know what I mean? So extreme disrespect, continual disrespect, and then self-protection or protecting somebody who you feel like you need to protect. You know what I mean? So that's it. Anything else though, it ain't, even if somebody talking trash, if it's from a distance, hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that in your face stuff, that's when you start, to me, that's more like extreme. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of stuff people said this, said that. A rapper shot a slug in a song. And all that ain't no reason for violence, because a lot of these guys out here super gangster. And they losing their lives and losing their freedom over little petty stuff, because they trying to be super gangster. But you going to pay a super price. You know what I'm saying? For real. But I think I'm finna end it, man. But yeah, man, I feel like they've been on my head. But it is what it is, man. It come with the turf, man. Prophesying ain't easy. Tales of the anointed. Look at David, everything he went through because of Saul. You know what I mean? But David was the one with all the revelation about the coming Messiah. Psalm 22, they parted his garments and cast lots for his vesture. David was the one prophesied about all that, man. He said, you're not going to allow me to see corruption. You're not going to suffer your Holy One to see corruption. I think it's Psalm 16. Talking about the resurrection of Jesus, man. David had that revelation, prophesied all that stuff about Jesus, man. You know what I'm saying? The one who was with me have lifted up his heel against me. Come on, man. David, come on, man. Yeah, he one of them guys, you know what I'm saying? Anointed, but look at what he went through. Paul, not Saul, but Paul, who was Saul, huh? Yeah, Paul. Yeah, he had that revelation, you know what I'm saying? But look at what he went through. It followed him from city to city. You know what I'm saying? From city to city. You know what I mean? But yeah, so it's tales of the anointed. Prophesying ain't easy. You know what I mean? But they try to put that pimp jacket on me. But I feel like the reason she really on my head though is just because the situation, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out. So that's life. Situations don't always work out the way you want it to work out. I wanted it to work out a certain way. It didn't. Hey, you got to move on. You know what I mean? I feel like she got stuck on me because I didn't get stuck on her. And the devil tried to make me be stuck on her. But by the grace of God, I shook it off in the Holy Ghost. The helmet of salvation. That tormenting spirit had to go. Had my helmet of salvation on, but I still went through for about 4 or 5 months. Don't get it twisted. But I had to fight to move on. But I moved on. And then once I moved on, I think that messed with her even more. And all she can do is watch my life. All she can do is watch my life and try to sabotage. But hey, you know what I'm saying? The sabotage game is real. The persecution is real. But whatever is meant to be is still going to be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is meant to be of God is still going to be. You can't mess up nothing if it's of God. So anything that got messed up, it wasn't of God. You know what I mean? But what's of God is going to stand. The counsel of the Lord shall stand. Yeah. Somewhere Proverbs 19:21, something like that there. The counsel of the Lord, that shall stand. That's a scripture. Yes. Yeah. So I don't want to make sure the truth was out there. I ain't trying to get at nobody, but when it comes to that persecution stuff, and you get other people along, you get other people to go along with it, I just want to make sure that the whole story is being told. And then if they want to go along with it, that's fine. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? If they want to go along with it, that's cool, but tell them the whole story. Make sure pastor know the whole story. When you calling in on my jobs and all that, trying to get me sabotaged, make sure you tell them the whole story. And if I'm tripping, I'm tripping. Y'all forgive me. Huh? Yeah. Schizophrenia is real. And that's the thing. I had mental struggles. But when I got psychologically evaluated, they said there wasn't nothing wrong with me. And I told them I was hearing voices because I wanted to be taken out of that university, take me to the hospital, take me somewhere, get me out of there. So I'm talking about I'm hearing voices. That's what I told them. But they still said I was normal. So if you get diagnosed, then you're not normal. If you get diagnosed, you're not normal. Because it's not easy to get diagnosed. I tried to get diagnosed. So if you got diagnosed, you was really having some problems. And deliverance is real too. Healing is real. Deliverance is real. But it's you have to get that. Because if you ain't got that, then you're going to be thinking imaginary stuff is real. And I ain't gonna turn nobody down, man. That's all I'm gonna say about that, man. But just make sure the whole story's told. I was a real life player for a little bit. I've been abstinent for a long time. I had sexuality struggles that I couldn't do nothing. If I wanted to do something, I probably couldn't do nothing. So I had to be healed from sexual trauma. The game is real. So I was abstinent for a long time while I was being healed of sexual trauma. You know what I mean? But and then I was a player for a little while and represented Pimping real strong for a long time, but I was never actually that. But I'm finna end it. God bless. You know what I'm saying? Let the truth be told. Jesus.